I auditioned for American Idol, I think it was like 3 seasons ago, I think. It was the end of my senior year, so 2010, like June-ish, and I did not want to do it at all. But my mom had prayed about it, she knew exactly where it was, and she felt like God was telling her she needs to do it, so I did. And going into it, I just knew, just growing up in LA and being in you know, those kinds of industries, like music industry, modeling industry, acting industry, there's just a lot of emptiness and just darkness. And so I knew what I was getting into before going into it. And so I was just like, all right, God, if this is what you want me to do, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it knowing that you are the reason why, and I'm there to be a light. And so there's about 5 months of cuts before you get to the first episode that you actually see on TV. So over those 5 months, they do extensive interviews. Carol, do you want to come in? She's working. So I did all these interviews and was very open about my faith, very open about purity and the girls' Bible study that I'm about to teach on my public school campus, which was a huge deal because for any teacher to allow us to have a Bible study on campus during school hours was just massive. So talked a lot about that, and I got to the celebrity panel, and after I sang for them, they said, you know, we love your voice, we love your look, the only thing we have a problem with is your lifestyle. And they were looking at this sheet of paper, which is just a compilation of all the interviews that they had done with me. And so they knew my whole life story, and one of the comments that one of the judges made was just like, you know what, like, I think you're just trying to be too perfect. You need to go into the world and make mistakes, and that way you'll get life experience and then come back. And so I was like, okay, not cool. And then another judge, she was just like, she was like, oh, I see here that it says you don't want to kiss anybody till you get married. She's like, well, I think you should just go out and kiss a guy. There's something that does to you, that it just makes you feel sexier. And that's what you need. So go out, kiss a guy, come back. And like, I mean, of course it makes for good TV, but I just realized like that was God closing the door and nobody else. So I walked out, and they have like the camera on you, and Ryan Seacrest is like in my face, and they tell you beforehand, like, if the judges get you mad, then you tell them what the hell it is, and they try and get you all riled up. And so I was just like, you know what, God has opened the doors up until this point, and now he's closed them, and I'm not going to question any of this. I know he has a bigger plan. And you know when you know something is true, but you don't really feel like it? Like, I said that and I knew it, but as I was walking out of the doors of the building, I was just like, God, why did I just spend 5 months of my senior year preparing for this when I could have been studying for finals? And this is just, that was such a nag. Like, now I'm at a brick wall. What was this all for? And as I was walking out of the building, a man comes up to me and he's just like, hey, I heard what you said on camera, and I have a son who's your age who was so encouraged by what you said, and we're believers too. And we heard you singing, and we would love for you to meet somebody. And they had introduced me to Wendy Foy. I don't know if you remember the band Sierra. It was like 3 women. Yeah, okay, Sierra. And she was part of that band. So she brought me out to Nashville, and she felt like she had a word from the Lord telling her that she needed to take me to labels and management and introduce me to people. And a year after I met her, just all of that just came into fruition. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.